Answers of an Alien from Andromeda, Video 129, January 21, 2015. Friends, I got a quick meeting with Mithy and decided to make available some issues discussed. Mithy, this sculpture was made over 500 years ago in a cathedral in Spain, and it shows two strange beings. Could you tell us something about that kind of being? Well, you guys have used this kind of image in your stories, that because this information was passed on by those who have seen the remains of them. Your elites have exoskeletons of these animals in their deposits of secrets. They are irrational animals such as your old raptors. This kind of being called Carrick is from planets with environments that would be extremely poisonous to the physical characteristics of humanoids, acidic rains, volcanic activity, and extreme temperatures, but for them the opposite is not true because they can adapt to survive in any other less aggressive environment than theirs. Were brought here in reptilian attempts to install hunting camps here on the planet over 500,000 years ago. This kind of super animal was present on the planet until about 10,000 years ago when the last individuals of this species were captured and removed from the planet. Were used to threaten populations as demons that would only be controlled by the gods. Many ancient cultures mentioned these beings in their figures, symbolizing the forces of evil which indirectly supported the power of their leaders, to have access to the gods that could contain these demons. As you can see, the masses were already handled since that time. These animals did not reproduce easily here because eggs deteriorated before hatched, by the high humidity and natural fungi of this planet. This type of animal can have a lifespan of thousands of years on a planet like Earth, if not properly eliminated. He can feed on organic and inorganic material, especially certain types of metallic ores. Mainly live near active volcanic areas, rarely going very far from burrows in their hunts, and where 1 in every 750 eggs could be lucky enough to generate a puppy. So the population of these has not increased here. Mithy, some scientists are dating dinosaur fossils with only a few thousand years. This could be real or accurate? The timeline of the dinosaurs is wrong as we know it. I imagine that we have already talked about it, but surely, some species of dinosaurs and mammals that survived the last ice age lived here until about 10,000 years ago. Some more cosmopolitan flying species survived until a few centuries ago and became extinct by you. In the case the dating of objects or fossil samples, the process that your scientists use by the transformation time of the carbon-14, can serve to date to at most 70,000 years by the process of proportion by time because its half-life is only 5,730 years. To date millions or billions of years can be used potassium-40 with a half-life of 1.25 billion years or uranium-238 with 4.47 billion years, plus many other radioactive elements, using your spectrometers of mass. Geological studies of the regions can also provide a very accurate method for dating objects and fossils embedded in the various layers of the planet's crust. Mithy, what is it? Dwarf Planet Series mysterious white spot seen in new NASA Dawn probe image. There is a research base of a race from Aldebarans, which also decided to leave the base highlighted to disturb your scientists, like our Manchuk base on Pluto that will be highlighted as requested upon arrival of your probe there, and many were already aware of our initiative, thanks to a member of our crew who has many friends in other fleets here, and like to talk. Mithy, astronomers discovered this month what they call two new planets orbiting the system beyond the orbit of Pluto. Could you tell us about that? See, the crew lines are reshaping the system to the equilibrium submissions, therefore are adding celestial bodies at specific points to fine-tune the orbital system as a whole. They will be towing 2 or 3 more heavyweights from Oort cloud to be placed at specific points, so your astronomers will detect 2 or 3 more new planets in the coming months, if the counterweight one that they already know, perhaps come to be used as one of them, when away from the south of your planet. Mithy, we have information about a new type of atmospheric sprays to be performed with radioactive nanoparticles, and is not visually noticeable. CG is knowing this, and will take any action? The Pleiadians are monitoring these activities to the Community Galactica. If something has to be done will be done under their instruction, following guidelines of scientists from Epsilon Buddhis based in Antarctica base. As I have said before, will not be allowed any plans for mass disposal of the people, therefore countermeasures should be taken to neutralize these attacks. The Pleiadians collect samples of everything that is being spread in your atmosphere, and a lot has been neutralized without you realizing it. There are thousands of probes scattered all atmospheric layers sending data in real time to their hosts. You see, everything is being tried against the people without realizing that they are considered as attacks against the masses. In the case of vaccinations where the population allows free and spontaneous will to receive gifts of your governments, nothing can be done effectively, because each one is responsible for believing or not the intentions of their governments. The ignorance in this case cannot be considered an attenuating. In such cases, if the integration of the planet does not take a long time, many will be decontaminated by our available medical systems, including animals, plants, oceans and atmosphere. Matthew, we had access to a video of a ship on the Yellowstone that looks like one of your ships. Could be one of them? It is probably because, as you know, we worked a lot with the Arcturians taking measurements of tectonic pressures. Some of these ships follow the advice of its scientists making hundreds of daily pressure sampling, and moving lava. During this measurement, even during bad weather, it seems there was a capture of one of your cameras. I ask all of you to redouble your attention, many of you who are on a constant alert, and attentive to the changes that are going on, are eager to submissions, and we know that. You need to be all united in patience because things happen when you least expect. You will see how good be aware when specific moments arrive. Many of us are accompanied this colony for over 100 years personally, and have had the patience required to continue knowing that we will be participating in an important rise of another society of brothers, who will one day be important for other brothers as we are being now. Do not want to run about the desired submissions, out instead of it. Try to make sure you will be finalizing as perfectly as possible to your personal level. Be well and aware, all of you,